All right, I'm David, and you're listening to 94.3 The X Noco Alt. Today, I've got two members of one of the most successful rock bands of the past 20 years, selling over 20 million records. Thank you very much. Their newest record, Can We Please Have Fun, released on May 20th to critical acclaim. I'd love to welcome Matthew and Nathan of Kings of Leon. How's it going, gentlemen?
Wonderful.
Great. Happy to be here.
First question, just wanted to, break the ice a little bit. You're on the road, you're stopping to get some gas. What is the elite gas station food that you're going for?
Ooh.
I don't know if they have them at the gas station, but one of my top snacks of all time is a pretzel that's filled with peanut butter. I just call them peanut butter pretzels.
Oh, peanut butter pretzels. Are they kind of like combos?
Kind of. So it's just like you imagine like a little pretzel and it's got peanut butter inside. I call them fat pills because you just can't stop eating them and it's very high in calories.
Cheez-Its and peanut M&Ms.
I go for peanut M&Ms too, for sure.
Peanut M&Ms are pretty good. They're pretty elite. I'm personally more of just the regular M&M, but then there's also the peanut butter M&Ms, which those are crazy. Personally, I'm a big Gardetto's fan. That's kind of what's going on with me. So yeah. All right, so just wanted to talk a little bit about the album. Fantastic, by the way. You guys did a fantastic job as always. But this marks the first time you've worked with Kid Harpoon, really fantastic producer. I called him like a mega producer. He's great. What did he bring to the table that made the record sound the way that it did?
I guess he is a mega producer. That's funny because he's such a cool guy. He brings initially just a great relaxing vibe to the whole environment, which, there can be a lot of nerves in the studio. But he just brought that let's just do this and make it fun and let's have a good time with it. And then he was just kind of there to support us and help us make the album we wanted to make. And he's an amazing dude. He gets the great sounds and he's really, particular and how everything has to kind of have a unique sound and be its own thing. And yeah, he's great.
Yeah, just super chill. Eats a bowl of cereal every morning at the studio before he starts work. Just that kind of a guy. He just super laid back, never any, we got to do this or we're behind on this song or this song needs this or this or this. It was literally all right, you're not feeling this. Let's move on to something fun that you guys are digging. And we just did that literally every single day. Yeah, man, he's just so laid back and chill and just fit in right away. And that can be difficult for a producer coming into a band situation that's already kind of established to kind of have to come in and fit in right out of the gate. And he was just, day one, we were like, nah, this is our guy right here.
That's awesome. I could tell you guys had a lot of fun making the record. That makes a lot of sense. So it was good to see. Was there any nerves going into it? Were you a little nervous maybe working with him? Or was it one of those things that just immediately you were like, no, this guy's cool?
I think maybe you'd always be a little bit of nerves, meeting and working with someone new, just anticipatory or whatever, you don't know what to expect. But it was day one. We had a separate house and we were doing pre-production and he came to just hang and he was like, let's get one started. So we started play one and then we went to the studio, which was up on the hill. And yeah, it was one day we had already had one going and it was super fun. Yeah, so maybe there was nerves, but not for long.
That's good.
We were immediately buds. It's just he just had that vibe of friendly vibe.
I was wondering, was there anybody over the years, any artists that it was just mind-blowing to meet them? You meet somebody and it may be a hero, or maybe it's just somebody that huge artist and you just come up and you meet them and you're like, how is this possible?
I remember one time we were about to go on, we were headlining Coachella and I had just had shoulder surgery 2 months before. I think it was my first show back and I had just worked my ass off in rehab to get back in time. And so we're backstage and we're about, 10 minutes till we go on stage and they're like, hey, Paul McCartney is here and wants to say hi. So we're like, of course. They're like, but you go on stage in 10 minutes. We have our little routine we do.
Right.
We're like, routine be damned. You let Sir Paul McCartney back here. So we're talking and he noticed I had kinesio tape on my shoulder and he'd seen me getting worked on from my physical therapy guy there. He's like, oh, did you hurt your shoulder? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I hurt mine, few years back, had to have surgery. He's like, do you do this move in physical therapy? So next thing I know, he's behind me, just digging in. And I'll never forget, I could tell our team around us were anxious for us to get on stage, but nobody wanted to tell, Paul McCartney to, what to do. So I think it was probably the closest we ever came to being late going on stage because nobody really wanted to say anything to him.
All right, I got one final question here and I do this for everybody. If you were to recommend an album to anybody right now, like a listener at 94.3 The X, and that can be an all-time favorite record or just something you've been playing a lot recently, what would it be?
Oh,
Man, I'm
Uh,
an old soul. Like I listen to a lot of, I mean, our house, we have music going all the time. So we're constantly listening to music. Man, I don't know.
I've been listening to. I feel like I've been discovering Wings, and Paul McCartney. I don't know.
We're going back to the Paul McCartney. Well, I think he's fantastic. I mean, it makes sense, all-time legend. But Ram, I think, is really fantastic. Weirdly enough, I've been listening to Ram, where it's Paul McCartney, Linda McCartney a lot. So yeah,
I think Nathan has a home alarm issue. He keeps running away. I think that's what just happened. I don't know. We're on Zoom.
Yeah.
Everybody there in radio world, and Nathan just ran off the screen in a hurry. I think he has his house alarm is going off.
Oh no.
But yeah, I never really listened to Wings before, and I wasn't trying to tie in the Paul McCartney thing, but I mean I am a huge fan.
Yeah.
But there's some great Wings out there.
Yeah. I'm assuming you got Band on the Run.
That's what drew me in for sure. Those like I just love. I remember hearing that song when I was younger, and I don't want to say I was annoyed, but it was almost like weird that she would change. The scene changes were so gigantic in the first, like 2 minutes of the song, and now that's the kind of thing I'm into. So I'm like so obsessed with that whole intro, and then it switches, and then there's an awesome synthesizer, and then it goes into like the band on the run
Yeah.
towards the end, and that just led me to everything else.
That's fair. I mean, I used to listen to it a bunch, growing up. Let Me Roll It. That's the one that always stuck out to me.
Oh, that vocal sound is incredible. God, that's a top tier one as well.
Oh, yeah.
I like, man, I've been really into Ry Cooder.
Ry
I really didn't know
Cooder.
a lot about him or his music. So I like him.
He played all the guitar on Crossroads or all the bluesy stuff.
Yeah. So been digging that. Man, I heard a song the other day. I think it was Levon Helm had like a side band. I had never heard of this, but it's pretty rad.
That's awesome.
But
Well, thank you so much. It's been a ton of fun talking with you. Always love getting album recommendations and maybe even snack recommendations too. So that's always fun.
oh, the fire department's here. Oh, hey, Matt. All right.
Well, good luck.
Anyways, it was one of those days.
Yeah, one of those days, but ton of fun talking to y'all. So thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.